Hey guys, so it's April, and today I thought I'd do like another kind of story time. It's kind of like a story time / talking video, and I thought I'd talk about my 19th birthday. Now then, my 19th birthday was exactly 2 weeks ago today, and I can safely say it was one of the worst birthdays I've ever had. It wasn't like traumatically terrible, but it was like kind of bad. Like, it could have been better, let's just say that. So anyway, it started off with like about a week to 2 weeks before my birthday. My parents were about to go on holiday to Cuba. So they gave me a card, my birthday card, and told me not to open it until 8th of February, my birthday. And of course I agreed, which I stuck to. So I was not going to see my parents while it was my birthday. I wasn't going to see them until a week after. So also Belinda had work on my birthday, and since she owes her family a bit of money, not a lot but a bit, and I get really stressed out about money, things like debt and things like that, I get really concerned about. So I told Belinda, don't take the day off work, just go to work, because I wasn't going to see Belinda either on my birthday. And for some reason I thought my group of like friends here, I thought they'll do something nice for me. They tried. For me, trying isn't always good enough. So when it got to my birthday, you can see like most of my birthday on my vlogs if you go quite far back. The vlog was called My Birthday or something like that. Anyway, so I didn't get to sleep in that morning because I had a lecture quite early. I had it at 9 AM. So I had to wake up about 8:30, not 8:30. I had to wake up at like 7:30 to be able to go to my lecture. And I thought, right, well, since I aren't going to see any family members or anyone who I actually care about on my birthday, I may as well go to uni, you know, for my lecture. I'm not going to skip because I'd just be bored doing nothing. So I went to my lecture. It was boring, but it's better than nothing. And then when I got back from my lecture, life was boring. I can't even remember what I got up to during the day, to be quite frankly honest. So anyway, when it got to like night, when it gradually got to night, like it was like 6, 7ish, or maybe 7:30, I think. All week I had been saying to everyone for my birthday, because they were all like, right April, if you don't tell us what you want to do, then we're not doing anything. So I kept saying, right, here's what we're going to do, and I said this multiple times. Let's go to the pub, okay? Let's go to one of the pubs in town, because I like pubs, and I've said to them I don't like bars, I like pubs, okay, because they're just more chilled out, okay? So I'd like us all to do that just for one drink only, and then come back and get a Chinese takeaway, because Chinese is my favourite food, and all year I've been bragging about how Chinese food is my favourite food, so they should have really got the message. And then, so then about 7:30 rolls around, and they all knock on my door to say they're ready to go. So I'm like, oh yay, we're off to the pub, I presumed. And I told them all I don't mind what pub, as long as it's a pub, not a bar. And we don't leave the site. Instead we go to the bar owned by the university. That's like maybe a 1-minute walk from my room, which really like pissed me off, because I'd kept saying I don't want to go to a bar, I want a pub. But no, everyone wanted to go to the bar, so we went to the bar. But I didn't show that I was pissed off, instead I was really appreciative, and I went to the bar and got myself an alcoholic drink. Pretty much everyone else got a normal drink, which, fine. The 2 girls that went with us, they got me a drink, but that was it, no one else bothered, which is fine. I don't expect anyone to get me anything or anything like that, it's fine, I understand. You know, we're uni students, we're skint, and they've not known me for that long really, have they? They've only known me since what, late September, early October. So what, like they've known me 4 months, I don't expect them to be spending money on me. But even though we went to the bar, I didn't care that much, because I'm getting Chinese, my favourite food. Yes, Chinese, yes. And even at the bar they said, okay, April, so you're looking forward to Chinese? And I was like, yes. And then like, we were only at the bar for like half an hour until they got bored. And then they were like, oh, by the way, April, we're not ordering Chinese anymore because we all want pizza and it's only you that wants Chinese and it's 6 against 1. So what would you like from the pizza place? Pizza place and the Chinese around here is about the same price, so it's not a price thing, it's just a stubborn thing. But whatever, that wasn't going to ruin my birthday. So I said, you know, I'd like garlic bread and I'd like cheesy chips, so that's what we ordered for me. Of course I paid for myself, because why wouldn't I? Then we all sat in the kitchen through there and ate it with a normal soft drink, no alcohol, because party animals. And then once we'd done that, they all just got up and it was like 9 o'clock and they were all like, right, we're off to bed now, 9. It's my birthday and you want me to go to bed at 9 p.m. No. So I was pissed off because I've got through my mind, I have no one else to hang out with apart from them, and they were adamant they didn't want to go out or at least stay in the kitchen for a bit longer. So, and I have someone's phone number from a different block. I don't know I'm probably best giving you a name, but I don't want to give you her name because it's quite a unique name. And of course, I don't want her unique name on the internet. Otherwise, you know, you could find her. Let's call her Shanice. So I had Shanice's number. I can't remember how, probably. I think I just stood in the queue with her for dinner one day and exchanged numbers. And I did go out with her once for a few drinks and a couple of her friends, so she was cool. And I texted her and I said, right, what you up to? And she texted back saying, just having a few drinks with friends in my room. And then we're off out later. So I text back saying, right, can I join? It's my birthday. So she replied with, yeah, sure. So I joined and I went and had a few drinks with them in their room. And then we went out, okay? And I wasn't originally going to go out with them, but since she said that she told me the name of the nightclub they were going to, and it's owned by the university, so I was like, right, well, if I get ditched, at least I know I'm in a safe place. So that happened. So we had a few drinks and we went out, and I was like, great, you know, it's gonna go up for me, you know, I'm gonna have a better night. We get to the nightclub, and her other friends came with us. It was me, Shanice, and her other friend, what shall we call her? Let's call her Charlotte. So it was me, Shanice, and Charlotte, and we all were at the nightclub, and I said to everyone, right, who wants drinks? I'll buy us all drinks, just you can pay me back later, but you'll have to pay me back because, you know, it's my birthday and I don't want to be paying for everyone's drinks. So they were like, yeah, sure, whatever. And I was like, right, wait here for me. And they were all agreed. Now, when I got to the bar, everyone kept pushing in front of me. It literally took me over half an hour, maybe an hour, to get the drinks, literally. Because everyone was literally just shoving me out of the way. I got so pissed off at one point and just elbowed someone in the arm because I was so annoyed with them. And they just gave me this glare like, I deserve to have pushed in front of you. So I got 3 vodkas and Coke and took it to everyone. But then when I got there, they weren't there. So I checked my phone, no one had texted me. Now, I don't know about you, but if I was wondering where my friend had gone, you know, if my friend had gone to the bar and hadn't come back after over half an hour, I would have texted asking if she's okay. But no, they just kind of left me, so I phoned both of them multiple times. They weren't picking up. I texted them both saying, where are you? And neither of them bothered to reply, so I thought, right, well, nothing bad will have happened because they're together, which it hadn't. So I'll just drink their drinks since they haven't paid me yet, so technically they're my drinks. So I just downed all 3 drinks, and I think I got us all 3 Jaeger bombs as well. So I drank them. I was like, fuck it. So then after this, I had another wander around the nightclub. I was literally looking at every single person. I got so many glares. I was like making eye contact with everyone, trying to find these two girls, and I couldn't. And then I needed the toilet, so I went to the toilet, and all of a sudden behind me, I hear Shanice and Charlotte talking. So I turn around and go up to them, and I'm like, you know, where the fuck were you? I tried not to be too angry, but they'd left me in a city, in a nightclub on my own. So they just said to me that I didn't come back, so they just left. I was like, you don't just ditch someone. But anyway, fine. And I said, you know, you didn't answer my texts, and they were like, oh, we didn't look at the phones. Well, if my friend went missing, I'd check my phone, but okay. Whatever, I don't really care. I was determined that would not ruin my night. So then what I did was, I was like, fine, just don't ditch me again. So after the toilets, we all went out again, and they both asked if I'd get them drinks again, since I didn't bring them back the first time. So I said, okay. Once again, everyone was pushing in front of me. It took like half an hour. I got the drinks, came back, and they were gone again. So I drank the drinks again, went to the toilet again, and walked around the entire perimeter of the nightclub to try and find them. Couldn't find them anywhere. So I had like a little dance on my own because I'm sad and lonely, and it's my birthday. And then eventually I got fed up because like an hour had passed. I couldn't find them. Well, half an hour. So I text one of them saying, where are you? And then she texts back, I think it was Charlotte. And she texts back saying, you woke me up. And I'm like, what? They had both gone back to the accommodation without me. They'd just both left without telling me, without bothering to even contact me. They'd just gone and gone to bed. And now I'm like in the city on my own. So I'm like, fabulous, I can't afford a taxi back. So anyway, I spent ages trying to look for a friend to chat to. Eventually I found this girl who seemed quite drunk, and she was complaining, saying she couldn't find her friends. So I offered to try and help her find her friends, because, you know, it'd give me something to do while I'm wondering what the hell I'm going to do next. And eventually she said, like, I could afford a taxi home on my own, but I didn't really want to because it's like £10, you know, and if I was still with Shanice and Charlotte, it would have cost me just over £3. It's like a bit ridiculous. Eventually this girl couldn't find her friends, so we came to the conclusion they'd just left, and I said, right, how about you just message them? And she was in the same accommodation as me, so we both agreed on like going out for a taxi back, and she said she could afford half. So I was like, yeah, you're brilliant. So we agreed. We went and got a taxi, and then once we got back, she never told me whereabouts she's staying, so God knows. She looked in her purse and she only had £1, so I had to pay most of the taxi, like £9, which I was fuming about. But I was like, well, I can't exactly refuse to pay, can I? I don't really want to go to jail today. So I just paid it. I told her, you know, we swapped Facebook details, and she hasn't replied to a single one of my texts saying, when will you pay me back? A lot of other things happened on my birthday, like just equally as irritating, but I just keep getting so annoyed about it. I just want to forget I ever had a 19th birthday, okay? In my card from my parents, as a present, there was £50, all of which was spent on them drinks that ended up drunk by me, that taxi that shouldn't have all been paid by me, and the takeaway food. When will I get decent friends? So yeah, I don't want to talk about any more of my birthday. Also, the next day I had a fucking hangover and threw up everywhere. How annoying is that? Oh, alcohol did not make the annoying situation better. So yeah, once again, don't want to talk about anything else negative that happened on my birthday, okay? I'm annoyed about it. One more thing. The next morning, I only just woke up like 5 minutes before the bus came to take me to my uni for my lecture. So I had 5 minutes to get ready, and I had just thrown up, so I didn't have time to brush my teeth. I didn't have time to brush my hair. I didn't have time to really do anything apart from get a pair of jeans and a top on. I went looking like a tramp because I didn't really want to fail my course yet, since I'm going into debt for it. And I thought, right, well, no one really talks in my lecture apart from, of course, the lecturer. No one pays attention to me because I don't really talk to anyone. So it doesn't really matter how I look because no one will notice. When I got there, the lecturer decided to do one of them fucking exercises where you get up and talk to each other. So literally the entire class that hadn't even met me before, that is their first impression of me. Terrible hair, sick breath, last night's makeup, looking like I had panda eyes, and dirty clothes. Save me. Also, of course, broken blood vessels all over my face because that's what happened when I think. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Leave a like if you feel sorry for me, or if you don't feel sorry for me, comment below to let me know what you thought, and let me know what happened on your worst ever birthday, because I would love to hear it. I respond to every single comment. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Bye.